1. Don't get pre-qualified. If you're looking to get the very best house you're capable of getting for the least amount of money you'd like to spend in Huntsville, Alabama, then make sure you are in the strongest negotiating position possible. Price is only one bargaining chip in the negotiations, and not necessarily the most important one. Buyer strength and length of escrow are usually critical to sellers. In years past, we always recommended that buyers get pre-qualified by a lender. This means that you spend a few minutes on the phone with a lender who asks you a few questions. Based on the answers, the lender pronounces you pre-qualified and issues a certificate that you can show to a seller. Sellers are aware that such certificates are worthless, and here's why. This information has not been double-checked. Oftentimes unknown problems surface. Some of the problems I have seen include recorded judgments, child support payments due, glitches on the credit report due to any number of reasons both accurately and inaccurately, down payments that have not been in the client's bank account long enough, etc. So the way to make a strong offer today is to get pre-approved. This occurs following the verification of all of the details. You are actually approved for the loan and the only loose end is the appraisal on the property. This process takes anywhere from a few minutes to a few days depending on your situation. It's very powerful and a weapon we recommend all our clients have in their negotiating arsenal. Since you are currently renting a home and don't have a home to sell, you may be at an advantage when competing with other buyers because many buyers must sell their current home before they are able to get financing for another. 2. Play the game of nines. Before house hunting in the Huntsville, Alabama market, make a list of 9 things you want in the new place. Then make a list of the 9 things you don't want. I call this 9 of this and none of that. You can use this list as a scorecard to rate each property that you see. The highest final rating is the winner. This helps avoid confusion and keeps things in perspective when you're comparing dozens of homes. When house hunting in the Huntsville, Alabama, keep in mind the difference between skin and bones, such as the location, view, size of lot, noise in the area, school district, and floor plan. The bones are things that cannot be changed. Easily changed surface finishes like carpet, wallpaper, color, and window coverings, the skin represents. Buy the house with good bones, because the skin can always be changed to match your tastes. We always recommend that you imagine each house as if it were vacant. Consider each house on its underlying merits, not the seller's decorating skills. 3. A good agent will show everything available that will meet your requirements. You should not make a decision on a house until you have seen enough to pick the best one. Go to the multiple listing computer with your agent to make sure that you are getting a complete list of homes for sale in Huntsville, Alabama, and not just the home that the agent wants to show you. At the end of the 80s, properties in Huntsville, Alabama usually a few days after listing, were selling quickly. In this type of market, agents recommended that their customers place an offer instantly if they were interested in the home. At that moment, it was a sage opinion. Only homes that are very underpriced, and you'll know the ones that are, usually have this sense of urgency. Remember the dangers of waiting too long. The property could be sold before your bid arrives. If you really like a house, get an offer written and make sure your agent writes in the proper clauses to get you out of the offer. Let's not forget that when making your consideration, also remember to do research into the school districts that are located in the same area. For more information about schools in the Huntsville, Alabama market, you can visit my website at http://cry-leik.com. Information is available on every school, such as class sizes, percent of students that go on to college, Saturday scores, etc. 4. Stop calling ads. A word of caution: agents in the Huntsville, Alabama make the phone ring by creating ads. Some of the drawbacks the ad neglects to mention are traffic noise, power lines, and even litigation inside the community. What's not mentioned in the ad is usually more important than what is. For this reason, we want you to be very careful when reading ads. Remember that the person writing the ad is representing the seller and not you in most cases. The essential thing for you is to have someone on your side looking out for you. Your own agent will critique the property with an eye towards how well it meets your needs and will point out any drawbacks you should know about. So whether you decide to work with us or not, pick an agent you feel comfortable with and enlist the services of that agent as a buyer's broker. Then you become a client with all the rights, benefits, and privileges created by this agency relationship, and you're no longer just a shopper. Did you know that many homes are sold without a sign ever going up or an ad ever being put in the paper? These great deals go to those people who are committed to working with one agent. When an agent hears of a great buy, who do you think he's going to call? His client, who he has a legal obligation to work hard for you, or someone who just called on the phone and said keep your eyes open. To get the most bang for your buck, buy property in Huntsville, Alabama. Our highest recommendation is find yourself an agent you're comfortable with and stick with him or her for all your real estate market needs. A plethora of data on the subject of selling, buying or investments is out there at no cost. Huntsville, Alabama Property. For complete information about the Huntsville, Alabama real estate market including current homes for sale, property values and more, please visit the most complete website online dedicated to everything Huntsville, Alabama real estate. So please feel free to contact me with any of your mortgage questions and I will be more than glad to answer your questions. Call me on my cell at 256-337-0779 or email me at jim@jmanley.com.